Hi, this is Aaron Aedy from the Old Age of Metal, but you're listening to the Age of Metal. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with the Age of Metal, and I'm here with Aaron of Paradise Lost. How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Well, how's the tour going so far? So far, this is like the 4th day, right?
Yeah, we've been, it started a week today, the tour, and it's been going very, very well. We've had, personally, we've had our best show ever in Seattle. First time we've been to Vancouver, great show, you know. The 2 LA shows, San Francisco and Los Angeles, been fantastic. So hoping for more. Last time we played in this venue, I think we were with Nightwish here about 5 years ago. It was a really good show, so I'm expecting more of the same, please.
Actually, I was exactly to ask that. Last time you guys were here was in 2007 with Nightwish. How does it feel to go back to the United States after those 4 years?
You know, it's sometimes it's taken us too long to come back to the States. Sometimes the package when it was getting put together for this tour, you know, Devin we know, and the Katatonia guys have been friends for a long time. So we know we're touring with a bunch of cool people. The music's great. There's a bit of diversity, and somebody in the background's been extremely loud. But we'll try not to let that bother us too much, will we? But no, it's been really good. The reception everywhere has been pretty cool, you know. So we've got another 2 weeks left on this tour before we head back to Europe. So looking for more of the same.
That sounds great, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying your stay in the United States. Well, this tour is very diverse. You have Paradise Lost, you have Devin Townsend, you have Katatonia, and you have Stolen Babies. How has been the reception of the different fan cores from these bands to your music or to your proposal?
I think we've got some people, I mean, we've got a bit of I suppose you call a cult following in the US, especially in the southern states and up the west coast. So we've had a bunch of fans there that knew who we are, and I think there's a lot of people who maybe have heard the name and who are fans of the other bands and fancy checking us out, you know, and that's one of the reasons we're here, is to hopefully win over new fans and have new friends in the Paradise Lost family, you know. So, you know, with a bit of luck, that's getting achieved. The reception is better at the end than at the start of the concert, so hopefully that's working with a bit of luck, you know. I'm here to enjoy myself. If anybody wants to come along for their ride, they're more than welcome.
That's great to hear. Well, Tragic Idol, your last album came out this past April. How has been the reception of the public from the album?
Exceptional. We've had a number of Album of the Month awards. Lots of Max Score album reviews, you know, even, you know, it's been pretty positive in the States as well, but the rest of the world, Europe, it's been very good, very good. Probably the best reception we've had since like Drac Times, you know, in '95, you know, so it's going well, you know. We've been extremely busy this year touring it as well, so, which is good. Being busy is good, it means people want you, so that's it's a bonus.
Well, when I listen to the album, I noticed that the sound of you guys go back to, you know, Fate, Divide Us, That Unite Us. And it's a little more doom gothic. You guys go back from that after going through different styles. How do you feel that the reception of the album, or if the message that you guys want to give to the fans through the album is being received like the way that you guys intended?
Yeah, I think it's been a natural progression from the last, from Paradise Lost to In Requiem, and then Fate Divides Us and Tragic Idol. They've all been sort of getting back slightly heavier and heavier. And last year we did a series of concerts where we played the whole Draconian Times album. And I think subconsciously, I mean, we really enjoyed those shows, you know, and there's one of the songs I've had we've never played live, so it was great to play, you know, sort of like a Draconian Times, then come off, and then we did like a best-of set, I suppose. And I think we enjoyed the Draconian Times shows so much that maybe subconsciously that's crept in whilst writing Tragic Idol, you know, and people who like that era of Paradise Lost are loving this, and new fans seem to be enjoying it too, so it's good really. We don't really plan too much though. It's sort of, even when we're writing an album, we can have the first 6 songs and we don't know what the rest of the album is going to sound like. I think if you plan it too much, it sounds contrived. I think every album we've done has been like a snapshot of what we like at that point, you know. So I think the new one is probably based on how we were loving the Draconian Times thing, and And the way it's naturally progressed from Faith Divides Us, I think it was, it's gone well.
Well, talking about the video from Honesty of Death, I noticed is a lot of apocalyptic kind of theme in there, and I noticed that on British cinema, like movies like 20 Days Later and Doomsday, and that they keep that kind of like a apocalyptic theme. As a British person, do you kind of like have that in mind or always prepare for that?
I think a lot of people over the last few years have been getting wound up with the whole 2012 thing, but I think the main thing we did with the video, we sort of wanted something like the movie The Road kind of vibe, something that was miserable. I mean, we've done so many videos with us 5 guys headbanging in a field or on a mountain or where we're performing it, that it's quite nice to have. We're quite enjoying the story-based videos at the moment, and in the north of England you find a lot of people are quite doomy and miserable, so it comes out quite easily, really. But no, it worked out really well. It was we had the idea for The Road, and then working with a video director, he's quite a new video director, and he's had a lot of his own ideas as well, so it turned out really good. I mean, especially for how little it cost to make, turned out pretty good.
That's pretty good. I mean, I noticed that trend, so I kind of like throw that question in there. Well, following with you guys coming from Europe, and after doing the summer festival, you guys did Bloodstock.
Yeah.
So far, which was the best summer festival that you guys feel it was a good reception, good sound, everything went perfect?
I'd say there was a few, actually. I mean, this has been a fantastic summer for us. I mean, we're quite veterans for the festival circuit. We do the festivals every year, but I mean, the Sonisphere in Spain, in Madrid, was phenomenal. Amazing reception. The crowd were unbelievable. That was fantastic. And we played Grasspop in Belgium, and that was one of those nights where we were all on fire. Everything sounded amazing. The crowd were brilliant. So, and I know a few people. I bumped into somebody from Los Angeles last night who was there, and they were like blown away by it. So those were 2 especially good ones. But they've all been good. At Wacken Festival, it's the first time we played Wacken. I mean, that's a festival that's been going 23 years in Germany. We've been going 24 years. I can't believe we've never played it before. But the people who organise Wacken are a really cool bunch of people. A lot of the stuff goes for charity and helping organisations. It's not really a profit-making festival. So, and considering it's about the biggest metal festival in Europe, it's pretty cool that it works like that.
Well, I mean, tonight you guys going to start after Stolen Babies. What the fans of Paradise Lost can we expect tonight? Like, what kind of songs you guys are playing this tour?
I mean, we've got 40 minutes, so after 13 albums, it's quite limited what you can squeeze in there. I mean, obviously there's going to be a few songs off Tragic Idol, because we're here to promote that, and then a few ones that we know go well with... Because, I mean, there's songs there that are for fans of Paradise Lost, but also you've got to play songs that might interest people who are fans of the other bands and might catch on to your music, So there'll be stuff like, obviously, like Sage's Words, and we're playing Forever Failure, things like that. So there's a bit of everything, really, but it's hard to fit, like about 140 songs, potential picks into like 40 minutes. It's hard, We're finding it hard to pick ourselves. So. Hopefully there'll be something there for. I mean, there's not going to be everything that everyone wants. You always get someone shouting "Ember's Fire" or something. It's like, oh no, we're not playing it on this trip. But it's, we do change it around sometimes.
Well, last time we talked to Greg, we were kind of like wondering, how do you see kind of like that doom gothic metal scene that you guys created back in the day? How do you feel the progression of that scene worldwide?
I think it's good to see there's a lot of bands out there enjoying the music. We don't really pay much attention to it, really. We just think about what we do, to be fair. We've met a lot of cool bands touring, bands like Swallow the Sun, there's been lots of really cool bands that we've been playing with. So, no, it's great, and there's no better compliment or more humbling compliment than somebody who says, oh, I heard your record and then I decided to play guitar or write, make my own band. And even if it sounds nothing like you, just the fact that you gave them the trigger to do something. And in fact, it shouldn't sound like you. It's even better if somebody did their own thing. you know, because you should never try to copy anybody, you know, always be your own person, you know. So it's pretty cool.
That's great to hear. Well, after the North American tour, you continue in Europe with the leg of Tragic Idol in Europe, closing up this year. What is next for Paradise Lost next year?
We have got a few more shows at the end of the year, actually. We're doing the Barge from Hell at the start of December. Then I think, although they haven't been announced yet, well, I think we're going to South America. Playing in South America until about December the 15th, 16th. And then I think we've got a show we're just potentially being told we've got maybe a show in Israel on 20th of December.
First time?
No. The first time I went to Israel was 20 years ago. So we've been about 7 times, something like that, 7 or 8 times. But no, I even went. I was filling out my visa for my visa form for the US work visa for touring. And they ask how many countries you've been to, or what countries you've been to in the last 5 years. So I added them all up, and it was 42 different countries in the last 5 years alone. You know, so we get everywhere. It's kind of cool, but you get sick of airports and prices in airports. That's for sure.
Well, Aaron, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with the HML. Good luck with the rest of the tour. Good luck with the European leg of the tour, and hopefully see you guys in the States more often.
Oh, cheers. Thank you very much. And look out for our new video, which is coming out in the next month or so. It's one that our bass player Steve filmed, recorded, edited and produced.
For which track?
It's Fear of Impending Hell.
Okay.
So, but Steve did it all, and he's done a really good job, so I just want to give him a big up on that one. It's out soon anyway.